Hello and welcome back to Asia Now. My name is Alex, and in this video I'll tell you about a foreigner in the Philippines arrested for something unusual. The Court of Appeals orders a freeze on Pastor Kobuloy's assets. Big political news from Thailand, and find out what the US has to say about it. Armed robbery in Cebu, another aerial crash in Nepal, plus much more. Starting out with the fan favorite, the daily USD to peso exchange rate. Right now you're looking at $1 equivalent to 57.7 pesos. Before we jump into our main story, if you're new to the channel or haven't had a chance to subscribe yet, we're making our way to 5,000 subscribers. Take a second out of your day, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up button. Here's our main story. Korean man arrested for illegal broadcast of K-dramas, other shows to the Philippines and Manila. The Bureau of Investigation on Thursday announced that a South Korean was arrested in Angeles City, Pampanga, after trying to illegally broadcast movies and shows from his country to the Philippines. NBI said that the Korean citizen was identified as a Kim Jong-sik and is facing charges of violation of Section 117. NBI Director Jamie Santiago said the operation to arrest Kim, who was issued with an Interpol Red Notice, stemmed from alleged proliferation through sale and distribution of Internet Protocol television devices. Upon arresting Kim on Tuesday, the NBI also recovered 37 units of IPTV devices, 49 pieces of IPTV remote controls, and so on. The arrest of Kim is in line with the NBI director's directive to intensify the campaign against copyright infringements. Wow, it's been like 20 years since I heard about like bootleg movies and TV shows and DVDs. I guess it's still going on. This guy's trying to make some money off these like IPTV devices. If you don't know, basically they're different small hardware units where you plug into your TV through the HDMI cable and you're able to access TV shows and movies and even like some programs like Netflix. Only certain devices have the rights to have Netflix app on their on the device, like the Amazon Fire Stick has Netflix and so on, and Prime TV obviously. So this guy is just trying to bypass all that legal rights and not pay for it and sell it to, yeah, kind of interesting. It's been a long time since I heard of bootleggers getting booked. So let's go on to our next story. The Philippines Court of Appeals ordered on Thursday to freeze the bank accounts and properties of Kingdom of Jesus Christ leader Pastor Kobuloy, who has a standing arrest warrant for trafficking and minor abuses, or abuses to minors, I should say. The CA said it founded a reasonable ground that believed that Kobuloy's money and properties are linked to unlawful activities and predicate crimes. Now, the order includes the 47 bank accounts, 16 real properties, 16 motor vehicles, the KOJC, and 17 bank accounts, 5 real estate properties, 26 motor vehicles, and so on. So many things. It also covered the properties and bank accounts of a few other people as well, and ordered the freeze of the effect immediately unless the court finds its extension necessary. A 10 million peso reward was offered for the arrest of Kobuloy and 1 million each for his co-accused. In an interview with the reporters, Davao Regional Police Director General Nicholas Torres said, based on intelligence monitoring, Kobuloy is still within the KOG compound in Davao City. On June 10th, police personnel, including the Elite Special Action Force troopers, visited the 5 properties in the Davao province belonging to Kobuloy in a bid to serve as arrest warrant, but obviously failed. Long story short, Pastor Kobuloy getting all his assets frozen essentially, and his accusers, co-accusers as well. In some big Thai politics news, a Thai court banned Peter Limrajuranath, the leader of the Move Forward Party, MFP, from politics for 10 years and dissolved the party for attempting to reform royal defamation laws. The unanimous decision by the Constitution Court has been criticized by international bodies, including the EU, US, and the UN, as harmful to democracy in Thailand. Despite the setback, Peter remains hopeful, urging supporters to focus on future elections. The MFP plans to relaunch the new politics vehicle. The dissolution of the MFP follows a pattern of political parties being disbanded in Thailand over the past 2 decades. Okay, so they won the popular vote. Actually, I don't know about the popular vote, but this was a party trying to reduce the severity of the lèse majesté laws, which means you cannot talk negatively about the kingdom or the king and his family, all that stuff. A lot of you guys, if you travel to Thailand, would know that they take this very seriously. I think Thailand has the most severe laws. Somebody just got, not just, but somebody in the past was sentenced to 50 years for repeatedly talking negatively about the monarchy. So this party came and won, but now I guess the courts have said no, we can't. And they didn't want to make many big changes. All they wanted to do was just basically reduce the amount of time that they're being punished for if they say something bad about it. And anyway, so that's not the first time. This is, I think, the 14th party that's been disbanded in the past 2 decades, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, big blow to those people that want to be progressive when it comes to stuff like this. Speaking of Thailand, they've also said no to legalizing adult content creation online. If you've been there, you know you can't access certain websites, let's say. So they've gone ahead and said, no, we're not going to do that either still. So right now, it's still banned in Thailand. That's not going to be moving forward either. Despite all the red light districts and all the illegal stuff apparently that's going on, Thailand likes to turn a blind eye to some of the most obvious things. Some quick note going back to what the US said about Thailand's decision to disband this party. I quote, "The United States does not take a position in support of any political party, but as a close ally and friend with deep and enduring ties, we urge Thailand to take action to ensure fully inclusive political participation and to protect democracy and the freedoms of the association." And this is because obviously 14 million Thais voted for that party. And now this is what the Prime Minister had to say regarding a US's statement. I quote, "We, as a sovereign nation, have our own way of developing our politics and democracy. So what the US says about us is meaningless." Prime Minister Srettha Thavisin. I can't say his name obviously, but damn, shots fired. Okay, mind your own business is what he's saying. In Kathmandu, Nepal, all 5 people on board a helicopter were deceased when it crashed Wednesday in the mountains of northwest Nepal's capital, authorities said. Unfortunate event, another aerial disaster in Nepal. Speaking of disasters, let's go to Japan. A magnitude 6.9 earthquake shakes Japan. A powerful earthquake struck off Japan's southern coast on Thursday. It said that the quake registered a preliminary magnitude of 6.9 and was centered off the eastern coast of Japan's southern main island, Kyushu. It issued a tsunami advisory predicting waves of up to 1 meter along the southern coast. Going back to the Philippines a little bit, let's talk about some robberies. Around 6 armed men robbed at least 2 pawn shops in Cebu City. The pawn shops were identified as DGC, D Gold Chain Jewelry Store, and Macy Gold and Silver. Witnesses said that the armed men carted away around 10 million pesos worth of jewelry from Macy Store and 4 million from DGC. The robbers used 3 motorcycles. Okay, so yeah, people getting brave during daylight, making robberies. Let's see what happens with that one as well. And now some quick headlines from Thailand. Thai police arrested Israeli drug dealer. Nightclub owner denies attempted assault and claims the victim wanted sex. A big bike crashes into Chiang Mai, driver missing and 1 shoe found. A trans thief nabbed after stealing gold necklace in Bangkok. Bangkok-bound uncle abandons girl in Buriram. A tuk-tuk driver faints and crashes into a taxi in Bangkok. Crabby loan shark arrested for violent tactics and high interest rates. I wonder if those interest rates were lower, if she'd still be arrested. Anyways, let's go on to our segment called Yesterday Today, where I read some of the most popular comments. Yesterday's main story was about a Canadian receiving fake visas, and the top comment comes from Flora Credo, who said the Filipino who provided him a fake visa should be brought to justice as well. Yes, of course, I've always said this, you got to do both sides. You can't just go after the person committing the crime, or at least using the document. You got to go to the source as well. Whether they're Filipino or foreigner, whoever's selling you the items should also be arrested. Another top comment comes from Joe Blow, who says 40,000 pesos is cheaper to do it legally. Yeah, I don't think this wasn't a case of the guy trying to save money by using a fixer. I think the guy was probably just illegal, the Canadian guy, somehow, one way or another, and couldn't just extend it through the regular channels. Therefore, he bought a take or fake visa. I'm assuming he wanted to leave the country and needed some kind of evidence, so that's why he purchased it. And lastly, Kyle says, "Hi Alex, another phenomenal video. If you think this is phenomenal or you just enjoy these videos, take a second, hit that subscribe button. As I said, we're making our way to 5,000 subscribers. My energy level just kind of dipped there near the middle part, so my apologies. Hopefully tomorrow it'll be a little better. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye." A university student, oh my God.